What's up, Rich Squad guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's the 31st episode of my series 100 Days to the 2018 World Cup. In this episode, I'll be ranking the 32 teams participating at the 2018 World Cup based on their last 10 matches. Coming in at number 32 are the debutants, Panama, with 12 points. Panama qualified for the 2018 World Cup after placing third in the Hex. But their form across the last 10 matches has been really scratchy. They have recorded only 3 wins, losing 6 times and earning 1 draw. Panama will be hoping to turn their form around if they are to get out of Group G, which has Belgium, Tunisia and England. Coming in at number 31 is Saudi Arabia with 16 points. Across the last 10 matches, Saudi Arabia has recorded 3 wins, 4 losses and 3 draws. A record little better than Panama, but still not the form Saudi Arabia would like going into the World Cup. They played the opening match of the tournament versus the host Russia. The group also consists of Egypt and 2-time champions Uruguay. If Saudi Arabia is to get out of Group A, they have a lot of work to do and they need to turn their form around. Coming in at number 30 are the host Russia with 17 points. And the reason why the hosts are ranked so low is because their last 10 matches have been versus really strong opponents. Across the last 10 matches, Russia has faced France, Brazil, Spain, Argentina, Mexico, Portugal, and Chile. No wonder their form looks so appalling. Russia's only wins across the last 10 matches have came versus New Zealand and Korea Republic. They have also achieved 4 draws in the process. Russia's rank could be very tricky going into the World Cup and may not be a clear indication of how they will perform at the tournament. Number 29, Japan, 58 points. Across the last 10 matches, Japan has achieved only 2 wins, 4 losses and 4 draws. If Japan is to get past Group H opponents Poland, Senegal and Colombia, they would have to turn their dreadful form around. Number 28, Costa Rica, 65 points. With 3 wins and 5 losses across their last 10 matches, the Ticos will be hoping to turn their fortunes around and repeat what they did at the 2014 World Cup. They were drawn in Group E with Brazil, Switzerland and Serbia. And if a team from CONCACAF is to do anything of note at the 2018 World Cup, it has to be Costa Rica. Mexico. Number 27, Egypt, 71 points. Egypt are making their first World Cup appearance since 1990. But despite their starman Mohamed Salah ripping up the airwaves and making all the headlines, Egypt are still going into the tournament rather lukewarm. If Egypt are to get past their Group A opponents Uruguay, Saudi Arabia and Russia, more players would need to step up. Egypt has 3 wins and 5 losses across their last 10 matches, so keep that in mind. Number 26, Korea Republic, 72 points. Korea Republic have qualified for the last 9 World Cups. They even hosted the 2002 event with Japan. They were drawn in Group F with Germany, Mexico and Sweden. And if a team from Asia is to impress at the 2018 World Cup, it has to be Korea Republic. But coming in at number 26 on my power rankings isn't saying much. Germany, Mexico and Sweden may even be looking at Korea Republic as an easy 3 points. If Korea Republic is to do anything of note at the 2018 World Cup, they would need their starman Heung-min Son to literally be on fire in every single game. Number 25, Australia, 148 points. The Aussies were drawn in Group C with France, Peru and Denmark. The World Cup hasn't been kind to them this time around at all. They had to play 2 sets of playoffs versus Syria and Honduras, but they made it through. through. Could Australia continue their resilience to make it to the round of 16? Let me know your thoughts on the Socceroos in the comment section down below. Coming in at number 24 are two-time world champions Uruguay with 168 points. Uruguay were drawn in Group 8 with host Russia, Saudi Arabia, and Egypt. But Uruguay's form hasn't really been so hot as of late. 168 points across the last 10 matches isn't really saying much at all. They have 4 wins, 3 losses, and 3 draws. If Uruguay is to get far at the tournament, they would need Edinson Cavani and Luis Suarez firing on all cylinders. Number 23, Iceland, 172 points. The debutants Iceland were drawn in Group D alongside Argentina, Nigeria, and Croatia. And if they were to continue their fairy tale run, which started at Euro 2016, they would need their starman Gylfi Sigurdsson fit and ready to go. Iceland has achieved 5 wins, 4 losses, and 1 draw across the last 10 matches. If they are to achieve anything at the 2018 World Cup, they would want to crank their intensity up just a little bit more. Number 22, Tunisia with 183 points. Tunisia are one of the biggest dark horses at the 2018 World Cup. They were drawn in Group G with Belgium, England, and Panama. Across the last 10 matches, Tunisia has achieved 4 wins, 3 draws, and only 3 losses. Don't take your eyes off Tunisia. They were the first African nation to win a match at the FIFA World Cup when they did so back in 1978. Number 21, Sweden, 186 points. The 1958 World Cup host and finalist was drawn in Group F with Germany, Mexico, and Korea Republic. The Swedish team is single-handedly responsible for Italy not being at the 2018 World Cup. With that said, we know how dangerous the Swedes can be, even though they are number 21 on my power rankings. Number 20, Nigeria, 193 points. The Super Eagles were drawn in Group D with Argentina, Iceland, and Croatia. And if there was ever a World Cup that they can actually get far in the tournament, this World Cup would be the ideal one to do so. But first, they would need to get out of this group. This is actually the 5th time that they have been drawn in the same group as Argentina. But they have recently achieved a 4-2 win versus Argentina, and this would give them the psychological advantage going into the tournament. Number 19, Croatia, 195 points. Since the 1998 World Cup, Croatia has been very lukewarm to say the least. They have made group stage exits at every World Cup since then, and being drawn with Argentina, Iceland, and Nigeria won't make it any easier for Croatia to dazzle at the 2018 World Cup. Their roster is one of the most talented when on paper, but they can't seem to stitch together a consistent run of form. Croatia has 5 wins, 2 draws, and 3 losses across the last 10 matches. They would need Ivan Rakitic, Ivan Perisic, Mario Mandzukic, and Luka Modric firing on all cylinders at the 2018 tournament. Number 18, Mexico, 213 points. The 2-time World Cup host was drawn in Group F with Germany, Sweden, and Korea Republic. Labeled the biggest underachievers at World Cups by yours truly, the Mexicans would love to do a complete 360 and achieve something of note, at least a semi-final finish at the 2018 World Cup. Number 17, France with 216 points. The 1998 champions were drawn in Group C with Denmark, Peru, and Australia. Across the last 10 matches, France has 6 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses. And despite their very talented lineup, the French team are not looking so good coming into the tournament. They recently suffered a 3-2 loss lost to Colombia after being 2-0 up early in the game. The French roster boasts some of the most talented players in world football. Kylian Mbappe, Paul Pogba, Antoine Griezmann, Kingsley Coman, Thomas Lemar, and all these guys need to show up at the 2018 World Cup if France is to achieve anything of note. What are your thoughts on the French team? Let me know in the comment section down below. Coming in at number 16 is Colombia with 222 points. Their victory versus France and the fact that they have lost only twice across the last 10 matches have placed them at the halfway mark of my power rankings. Colombia were drawn in Group H with Poland, Senegal, and Japan. They got all the way to the quarterfinals of the 2014 World Cup with James Rodriguez winning the Golden Boot Award. Colombia is looking quite solid going into the 2018 World Cup with the likes of Radamel Falcao fit and ready to go, James Rodriguez, Izquierdo, and Luis Muriel ready to run at the defenders and put them in the back of the net. Could Colombia be the fourth South American team to lift the World Cup trophy? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Coming in at number 15 is Poland with 228 points. Poland were drawn in Group H alongside Colombia, Japan, and Senegal. They have 6 wins, 3 losses, and a draw across the last 10 matches. Their roster boasts one of the world's most deadly strikers in Robert Lewandowski, and they would need him firing on all cylinders if the Polish team is to achieve anything of note at the 2018 World Cup. They would also need the other players on the team to support Robert Lewandowski because he surely won't be able to do it on his own. Number 14, Serbia, 246 points. Drawn in Group E with Brazil, Switzerland, and Costa Rica, Serbia has only lost twice across the last 10 matches. Serbia is the successor team for Yugoslavia, but the Serbians haven't achieved anything of note at the FIFA World Cup. With the likes of Alexander Mitrovic, Adem Ljajic, Alexander Kolarov, Nemanja Matic, Ivanovic, and all of these guys in the squad, Serbia could prove to be the surprise package in Group E. What are your thoughts on Serbia? Let me know in the comment section down below. Coming in at number 13 is Argentina with 251 points. They were drawn in Group F with Nigeria, Croatia, and Iceland. They haven't really been in red hat form across their last 10 matches, only winning 5 matches, drawing 3, and losing 2. They are heavily reliant on Lionel Messi, too reliant if you ask me. Argentina would need all the players in the squad to come good at the 2018 World Cup if they are to repeat what they did at the 2014 event and get all the way to the finals. Is this Lionel Messi's last chance to lift the World Cup trophy? Let me know in the comment section down below. Well, you might be wondering, why is Argentina number 13 in my power rankings list? Well, they just suffered a 6-1 defeat to Spain that may have contributed to them being lower than the next team. Coming in at number 12 is England with 275 points. The 1966 hosts and champs have suffered only 1 loss across their last 10 matches. Pretty impressive stuff by England. They were drawn in Group G alongside Belgium, Panama, and Tunisia. They would want to avoid what happened at the 2014 World Cup when they made an early group stage exit. England's form has been very good going into the tournament, but you know what it's like when it comes to England. They are the most likely team to bottle it. Number 11, Iran, 277 points. You might be wondering, why is Iran above Argentina and England? But Iran has suffered only 1 defeat in their last 10 matches. They have also racked up 6 wins and 3 draws in that same time period. So Iran has been doing really well, and even though I'm not predicting them to get out of a very difficult Group B, which consists of Portugal, Spain and Morocco, Iran is definitely a team to watch. If Iran is to make it to the round of 16, Sardar Azmoun would need to continue his good form going into the tournament. Also, the likes of Jahanbakhsh and Mehdi Taremi would need to back him up accordingly. What are your thoughts on Iran? Let me know in the comment section down below. So guys, it's now time for the top 10, and coming in at number 10 is Morocco with 283 points. Morocco qualified for the 2018 World Cup without conceding a single goal. They have racked up 7 wins in their last 10 matches, and no wonder they are number 10 on my power rankings list. They were drawn in Group B alongside Spain, Portugal and Iran, and Morocco will be looking to cause an upset at the 2018 World Cup by making it to the round of 16. Do you think the 2026 World Cup host got what it takes to make it all the way to the quarterfinals? Let me know in the comment section down below. Well, they are not actually the 2026 World Cup host just as yet. I'm only saying so. Coming in at number 8, we have a tie between Portugal and Senegal with 312 points each. Portugal has 7 wins, 2 draws and 1 loss in their last 10 matches. That loss came in their last match versus the Netherlands. No wonder they are tied on 8th with Senegal. A win would have propelled them above the African nation. The Portuguese roster hosts one of the greatest players of all time in Cristiano Ronaldo, and he would need to replicate his current Champions League form if Portugal is to get anywhere in the tournament. And another thing I would like to see is some of the other Portuguese players stepping up and not only depending on Ronaldo for goals and inspiration. How do you think Portugal will do at the 2018 World Cup? Let me know in the comment section down below. Senegal debuted in 2002 and got all the way to the quarterfinals. They are making their first World Cup appearance since then. They have been unbeaten in their last 10 matches. Pretty impressive. The first unbeaten team on my power rankings list. They come in at 8th. They were joining Group H with Poland, Colombia and Japan. And with this kind of form, it will be hard to predict Senegal not making it to the round of 16. The Senegalese squad is very talented, but they would need their talisman Sadio Mane to be firing on all cylinders. What are your thoughts on Senegal? Let me know in the comment section down below. Coming in at number 7 is the defending champions Germany with 329 points. You must be wondering, is this guy crazy? Number 7 for Germany. Yes, that loss versus Brazil has really set them back a few places in my power rankings. Germany has won the World Cup on 4 previous occasions, and they were drawn in Group F alongside Mexico, Sweden and Korea Republic. Before the match versus Brazil, Germany was actually unbeaten across their last 10 matches. But could that loss versus Brazil be an indication that the Germans are beatable? Could Germany's place in my power rankings be an indication that the Germans won't go on to live back-to-back World Cup titles? I could write a book on the German team, but I won't get into that. So let me know your thoughts on Germany in the comment section down below. Coming in at number 6 is Brazil with 338 points. Well, I just mentioned Brazil that they defeated Germany in their last game, and that may have helped them to place higher than the Germans in my power rankings. Brazil has only suffered 1 loss across their last 10 matches, and that came versus Argentina. Brazil has won the World Cup 5 times, and they are the most successful team at the FIFA World Cup. At every single World Cup, they are the team to watch, and it is no difference at the 2018 tournament. They were joined in Group E with Switzerland, Serbia, and Costa Rica, and they are clear favorites to run away with that group, unless those other teams have something to say about that. The Brazil roster boasts the likes of Philippe Coutinho, Neymar, Casemiro, Willian, Douglas Costa, Gabriel Jesus, and highly rated goalkeeper Alisson. They are one of the clear favorites to win the World Cup. Number 5, Peru, 339 points, and they have been unbeaten in their last 10 matches. Amazing. No one could have predicted Peru making it to number 5 on my power rankings list, but yes, they are number 5. They were joined in Group C with France, Denmark, and Australia, and they're looking poised to make it to the round of 16. They have been absent from the World Cup for the past 36 years, and they would like to show the world what they've been missing. With the likes of Jefferson Farfan and Paulo Guerrero in their squad, Peru could be one of the biggest surprise teams at the 2018 World Cup. What are your thoughts on the South American team? Let me know in the comment section down below. Coming in at number 4 is Denmark with 348 points. They also belong to Group C alongside France, Peru, and Australia, and they have also been unbeaten in their last 10 matches. Denmark is actually one of my favorite teams at the 2018 World Cup, and if a new team is to go on to lift the World Cup trophy, it can be Denmark. Denmark's best player is Tottenham's very own Christian Eriksen. He would need to be firing on all 8 cylinders if Denmark is to achieve anything at the 2018 World Cup and get out of this very, very difficult group. What are your thoughts on the Danes? Let me know in the comment section down below. They have been awesome. Coming in at number 3 is Switzerland with 377 points. They have only lost once across the last 10 matches, and that loss came versus Portugal in the European World Cup qualifiers. During that time, they have also racked up 8 wins. Like, the Swiss is on fire going into the 2018 World Cup. They were joining Group E alongside Brazil, Costa Rica, and Serbia. It's not an easy group by the stretch of our imagination, but the Swiss has the roster and the form to show that they can achieve something at the 2018 World Cup. Coming in at number 2 is Belgium with 416 points. They are also one of my favorite teams at the 2018 World Cup, and if a new team is to go on to lift the World Cup trophy, it can also be Belgium. They were joining Group G alongside England, Tunisia, and Panama, and they have been absolutely brilliant across the last 10 matches, racking up 8 wins and 2 draws. Like, damn. Their roster boasts the likes of Eden Hazard, Kevin De Bruyne, Romelu Lukaku, Raja Nainggolan. Like, I don't even need to go on with how brilliant the Belgian team is. But Roberto Martinez would want to get all his strategies and his selections right if the Belgian team is to achieve anything at the 2018 World Cup. And coming in at number 1 is Spain with 419 points. They have been unbeaten across their last 10 matches. Spain's results across the last 10 matches reads 6-1 versus Argentina, 1-1 versus Germany, 3-3 versus Russia, 5-0 versus Costa Rica, 1-0 versus Israel, 3-0 versus Albania, 8-0 versus Liechtenstein, 3-0 versus Italy, 2-1 versus Macedonia, and 2-2 versus Colombia. So that means across the last 10 matches, Spain has 7 wins and 3 draws. They have scored the most goals and has the best goal difference when compared to the other 31 teams participating at the 2018 World Cup. Spain won the World Cup in 2010, and there's no reason they can't lift it in 2018. What are your thoughts on my power rankings? Let me know in the comment section down below. So guys, that's it for the 31st episode of my series 100 Days to the 2018 FIFA World Cup. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you click the subscribe button, smash the thumbs up button, and until next time, peace out. Rich Squad! If Uruguay is to get far at the tournament, they would need Luis Suarez and Edinson. If Uruguay is to get far at the tournament, they would need Edinson Suarez. If Uruguay is to get far at the tournament, they would need Edinson Cavani and Luis Suarez firing and